we got announcements over the weekend that Iraq is going to increase substantial investments in infrastructure. Saudi Arabia has made substantial investments in their pipeline capacity. UAE is talking about a new port. It feels like everyone's trying to route around these bottlenecks. John, I know this is not a short-term relief, but it does feel like the world is starting to price in and prepare for these sort of perpetual problems in Hormuz and in the Red Sea. What are your thoughts there?
Well, short term, let's talk about the Houthis. I mean, they're really not talking that much about just going after shipping in general the way they did several months ago. They're talking about going after the Saudis, and in particular, that east-west pipeline that you made reference to in Saudi Arabia that takes oil to a place called Yanbu, which is, I'm not sure if it's north of the Strait or south of the Strait, but whatever it is. I mean, it's very, very, very vulnerable to Houthi attacks, given where it is relative to Yemen. This has been kind of an exit that the Saudis have been able to use. Quite frankly, I was kind of surprised to learn at the start of the war that they really hadn't been using that pipeline a lot, because increasingly more of their supplies are going to Asia rather than going west. So they were able to. It's easier. It would have been easier for them to export out of the Persian Gulf through the Strait of Hormuz and then to Asia and Japan or wherever. But now, because of the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, they want to go out of Yanbu. Yanbu is very vulnerable to Houthi attacks. So on the one hand, I think in the long term, trying to build pipeline capacity away from the Strait of Hormuz will probably pay off. But I mean, it's notable that Yanbu pipeline had hardly been used at all prior to the war. And if a country's going to look at the investment there, they may be looking at investing in a pipeline that, if everything ever returns to normal in the Strait of Hormuz, they'll probably start using that again, because it's just got a lot of economic advantages going that way, particularly if Asia's your biggest customer base, than going somewhere else.